Are YouTube live coin auctions a good thing for stackers, collectors, and all around for the stacking community? Stick around. Let's talk about it.
Give it to me like.
All right, folks. Well, let's get right into it. I am Paulybuck, and welcome to the channel. Today, I am going to be talking about 4 to 5 different YouTube live coin auction channels that do just that. They hold auctions on their channel and sell precious metals to you and I if we feel the need to buy. Now, there has been a lot of bad talk around the community about some of these channels. I'm going to try and point you in the direction of 4 to 5 great YouTube auctions that you should check out if you're in the market for buying precious metals. Right off the bat, you can save money by stacking through YouTube coin auctions. And there are a couple that you cannot save any money, and it's just more of a gimmicky, fun auction battle style of auction, I guess, if that's any way to put it, but it's the best way I can put it. Some of these things you can get really great prices on stacking items. Let it be 5-ounce bars, 10-ounce bars, generic silver rounds, 1/10-ounce American Eagles, different things like that. Now, there are some things that you're going to pay extra for if you are in the market for it, such as collectibles. Call it Marvel coins, call them little chibi coins. Whatever you are, whatever it is, a collectible that is not involved in stacking, that's where I think some get confused between the difference of stacking and collecting, and that can be a whole different video. But stick around. I want to show you at least 4 to 5 of my favorite auctions to attend within the community here on YouTube. Let's check them out. I guess before we get into my 4 or 5, I wanted to share with you a community post that I've had on my channel, and it didn't get very good traction at all. It shows 8 likes and 8 comments, and most of the comments are just replies. So here we go. The question was YouTube live coin auctions. Some have been very helpful for the stacking community, and some have been very hurtful to the community. I have a video coming out soon about the topic. You are watching the video now. Do you have a favorite YouTube live coin auction? And comment below. Historic metals, my buddy Corky, he says, uh-oh, popcorn time. And Brett, who you will see frequently at Empire Precious Metals, who I do speak about in this video as well, is very entertaining for him, being an old Marine. Get some, love the funny clips from Stormy, and of course, nothing beats the Stormy Dome. Love and God bless Paulybuck. Thank you very much, aka Brett. And Scully also commented, thank you for commenting, Scully. He likes SC Stacker, who I also talk about in this video. To start us off, I'm going to go with Guido Stacking, and just remember, these are in no specific order as far as top 4 or top 5 in any means. By any means, Guido is just one of the first ones that popped in my head because I really do enjoy what he is doing for this community. Now let's go to his lives. Guido does a live auction every Monday night, starting at about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, he's up to number 160. So this Monday coming out, he'll be at 161. What Guido does is he has an auction to begin with, and it may go for half hour, depending on how long he wants to, as far as people can battle back and forth for a specific item. It doesn't get too wild. It doesn't get too crazy. But what he does that I do enjoy, and many, many others do enjoy, is he does a bin style closing. So it means buy it now. It's a set price that he has set for you to do exactly that. Now, sometimes they are capped. If it is a roll of American Silver Eagles, he may say it's capped at 2 unless they don't sell out. If you want more, you can bin more. It's just a great way to go about it because it's a set price. If you want it, you can get it. If you're, number 1, fast enough, and number 2, if you even want the stuff. Also, 5-ounce bars, 10-ounce bars, gold from 1/10 ounce up to 1 ounce gold. He has a lot of stuff. Silver kilo bars. If you're looking to stack and your only means is here on YouTube, Guido Stacking is a great channel to check out on Monday nights. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, next on my list is going to be SC Stacker. And again, these aren't in any specific order by any means whatsoever. SC Stacker is another YouTube live auction, I guess, channel. He does do videos about things that he has bought that are going to be for sale in his upcoming auctions. And again, he does no races of any kind. All these channels do some type of giveaway to give back to the community for being there and supporting their channel and the auction things that they do provide. And he's the same way. SC Stacker is going to have a lot of constitutional. He's going to have a lot of 1 ounce various bars. Sometimes they're older bars, sometimes they're newer bars, but he's going to have your 10 ounce bars. He's going to have kilo bars, 5 ounce bars, silver and gold, you name it. He can probably get it for you if you shoot him an email. But I know both these guys, Guido and SC, are on Instagram, and it's another great way to connect. And as a matter of fact, today is Sunday, the 3rd of March, and he happens to have an auction coming up as well tonight at 8:45 p.m. SC Stacker is going to be on Wednesdays and Sundays, and he's up to auction number 145. And anybody I do speak about on this video are well-trusted members of the stacking community and will send what you buy as long as you send payment. And next up is going to be a channel by the name of Saka Plata. He's going to have his live auctions on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he is another person who has done a lot of these auctions over the past couple years. Very trusted. I enjoy his auctions as well. And if you've never seen any of these people, go down below in the description, and I'm going to have all their information down there. You can click, follow along, subscribe to them. If you've never been to one of their auctions, tell them Paulie sent you. It's not going to get you any discounts or anything, but it helps. But he does a lot of different things that involves a jackpot towards the end. There is so much community donations, donating back to his end of stream giveaways just from the people within the chat themselves. He starts off with donating something at the end, and people continue to donate to this thing. I've seen a end of stream donation jackpot go for an hour after his auction was already completely done. Great community support at this channel as well. He does a lot of world coins, stuff that you won't see really anywhere else. A lot of world silver coins, and it's something you might be interested. Go over and check out Saka Plata on Friday nights. All right, next up is going to be my old pal, Empire Precious Metals. Used to be Stacking Stormtrooper. Let's just call him Stormy for the sake of this video. That's what he likes to go by. Empire Precious Metals is probably one of the first auctions that I started watching many, many years ago. And his auctions change a lot, I guess. The dates and times. But his next auction is going to be Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he is almost up to that number 200 mark. I was there for all the way up to 100, a lot of his auctions, and his 100th auction was a great auction, and I'm sure his 200th auction is going to be great as well. Now, this is one of those auctions where it's going to be tough to buy stacking stuff there. Now, he does have it. He has been doing a lot of 1/10 ounce gold coins. Sometimes you can get them at a decent price through Empire Precious Metals, my buddy Stormy. And sometimes they are, to me, a little bit high. They could be proof coins. They could be the Lynx coins. And I'm sure coming up soon, it could be the Spanish Bull. So be prepared for those. And it's a lot of collectibles. So as you can see in the picture, he's got the Queen Anne's Revenge, and that's part of the Black Flag series. And when stuff like that comes out, Stormy loads up on that stuff because he knows, just like all of us do know, that stuff like that goes up in value. Now, I will say this, stuff like that goes up in value in the short term. We don't know what it's going to do in the long term because the long term's quite a long ways away. So you have to be careful when you're buying collectibles like that. Don't get yourself into a crazy battle. And he'll tell you himself that stuff on his channel does go for a lot more then you can find it still for sale the same day that you're battling out for it on his auction. The show he puts on is great. It's next to nobody's here on YouTube. The amount of time he puts into his clips, to his end of stream battles, just everything. If you haven't been to an Empire Precious Metals YouTube live coin auction, I suggest you at least go and sit in. You do have to be a member to bid there, and that's just for his safety. Now, recently, I've seen it more recently than ever. He has had to call out a few people for non-payment. This is the worst thing you can do when you're participating in live coin auctions, is you run up your tab and you just walk away from it and you don't pay for it. Believe me, your name is going to get around and you're not going to be allowed to bid in any more of these live coin auctions. A lot of these auction channels, they do talk to each other back and forth. It's just part of the business. And when they find out that someone hasn't paid, they're going to let the other auctions know so they don't get ripped off like the last person did. Now, most recently, I believe he had a $2,500 bill that didn't get paid for. So, yes, he can still sell those metals depending on what the price of the metal is at the time and what it was. I believe they were 1/10 ounce gold American Eagles. So, roughly, those should sell for around the same price as they did the following week, depending on where gold is. But as I said, this channel, this live auction deals with a lot of collectibles. Let it be kookaburras, let it be pandas, let it be koalas, stuff like that, that is desirable, but you just have to be careful when you're sitting in this auction and buying that stuff. Stormy's a great guy, and he will tell you all the same stuff I have just told you. His channel is meant to be watched for fun, and it's a lot of donating from people who have watched this channel and been part of his channel for so many years, giving back to the auctioneer himself for putting on just a great show and having the supply that he has. He does put in a lot of work to get the supply that he has to provide to you and I on these live auctions. So, Stormy, I tip my hat, as everybody else does, to you. And I think we'll wrap this up with a channel by the name of Plummer Stacker. I've been watching Plummer for quite a long time when he was starting his auctions, and is another great place to go and try and buy some of your precious metals. Plummer's a great guy. He usually has some good stuff at decent prices for anybody involved that's looking to buy. Now, I thought he was having an auction today around 10 o'clock in the morning on Eastern Standard Time, today being again March 12th of 2023. Something must have came up and he did not have it. Now, Plummer was more regular, I would say, last year, and that's what happens. You know, people, they get busy doing other things, and they just can't continue to do what they've done for the community in the past. But we don't hold that against him whatsoever. He likes to pop up every now and again, have an auction for an hour, 2 hours. But that man would pump out some auctions going back 2 years. They would go 3-4 hours long, and they were great community chats to be part of, even if you weren't there buying. And let's get into that. But I want to say thanks to Plummer for doing what he does when he can do it, because it is another great place to buy precious metals here on YouTube. So I want to close this out kind of like this. These auctions can be a great place to buy your precious metals if you go about it the right way. If you go and do an auction with a pocket full of money and you don't care what it costs you to buy a certain item, sometimes people in the chat are going to get a little upset with you because you're just there buying. It doesn't matter to you. And they kind of think to themselves, like, what is going on here? Why would he pay so much money on that? So on and so forth. But that's just the way it is. You're going to have that in a lot of auctions where somebody will be there, they'll buy everything, and they don't care what they spend. My main thing is this. I've watched a lot of hours of YouTube auctions, and there are a lot of places where you can get some great deals. And these 4 or 5 sites that I just gave you, these YouTube channels, are great, honest people who will have what you are looking for. And again, if they don't have it, send them an email. Send your favorite auctioneer an email, look them up on Instagram, send them a DM, and they can find what you're looking for. If you're like me, you don't have a local coin shop near you, which I don't. So I do a lot of my shopping online. I used to be in a lot of these YouTube coin auctions, and I've just found different avenues, and I still do buy from time to time, but not as often as I used to. So yes, these places can be very, very bad if you're not careful, but they can also be very, very good if you have no other means of finding stacking supplies for yourself. Like I said, whether it's 10-ounce bars, 5-ounce bars, kilos, generic silver rounds, anything you can probably find at any one of these auctions. Let it be gold, all various different sizes of gold. So I don't want people to be let off by YouTube coin auctions as a bad thing. Yes, there are some bad things. And yes, sometimes the auctioneers do let things go a little bit further than myself would think that they should have gone. But that's the point of an auction. If you want it, you're going to spend money for it. You got to know when to say enough is enough and on to the next item. So again, all those channels information are down below in the description. If you're not subscribed, at least go over and check out their auctions when they have them. You can find an auction on YouTube probably every day of the week. It's not going to be that hard. Go into the search, type in live coin auction. Something is going to pop up for you. Now, I know there's many, many more that maybe I didn't speak about in this video, and it's not that there's anything wrong with those. Maybe I just don't know them. So if there's any more that you know of that I didn't mention that you like to attend, leave that down in the comments below. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button right there. And hey, check out that video. I appreciate you all. Thank you.